Hello, and welcome to this evening's intention. Get to relax at the end of the day. Some beautiful creation of reality. So if you could find a place for about 30 minutes where you could sit or lie down and close your eyes and not be disturbed, that would be good. Go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to start with a few slow, deep breaths. Take the breath of life in. And when you exhale, I want you to just let everything go. All your cares and concerns just dissolve and float away. And for the next breath, I want you to fill up really full. Start with your lower belly, then your upper abdomen, and then let your lower rib cage expand outwards towards the back. And this time when you exhale, I want you to feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And for the next breath, we'll use a little help from our visualization. I'd like you to breathe light directly into your heart and then exhale light directly from your heart. Good. Now we're going to focus on the body. Make sure it's good and relaxed for this inwards journey. If you could bring your awareness down to your feet right now and simply ask them to relax at this time. Our bodies are the most amazing, loyal friends and servants we could ask for, always wanting to do our bidding. Sometimes we just need to ask. And now, if you can, feel your energy leaving through your feet into the ground, curling up with the roots of the forest, and then circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. Then we move on to the ankles and the shins and the calves and the knees. Everything relaxes. Every body part or area that we touch upon, I'd like you to revert back to its original blueprint of perfection. No pain, no inflammation. Just going back to that original perfection blueprint. Then we move into the upper legs, the buttocks, hips, the pelvic area. Everything loosens. Into the inner organs, the rib cage, the breast, chest, full back and spine. Everything softens. Your shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Arms, forearms, hands and fingers hanging loosely. Our neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we move into the skin of our scalp. This is where tension can hide sometimes. I'd like you to release now anything that you find there, almost as if your ears could wiggle. We move to the jaw. We allow it to unhinge. Open up, open and receive the breath of life. Then we feel all of our facial muscles melt into the pool of perfect relaxation. And see if we can't get our eyelids to soften a few extra degrees. And then we move inwards and ask the right brain to relax and the left brain to relax. And now we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do on our behalf all the time. We're actually going to invite them right now to have a virtual seat on the couch and just chillax for a bit while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We want our minds to stick around and be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat for now. Now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts and they're moving so fast. Let's enlist the help of the elements to help us with this evening. We'll call upon the element of fire first, and we can see the sun as that element. Fire is a wonderful element for helping us as it burns up anything that no longer serves us, purifying us, allowing us to be reborn from the ashes. Then we'll ask for the element of water's help. Water is another wonderful element to help us with this as it naturally retains memory. So you can envision yourself maybe standing in the middle of a gentle river, feeling the pull of the current. And you can just watch or observe as the current pulls away from you anything that's no longer serving you, any negative patterns, any old traumas. And you can just watch as it floats downstream. Then we'll call upon the element of air. You can feel the wind or the breeze against your skin. And its specialty is to pull away all of our stories, our egos, leaving behind only the shining truth. And then we'll call upon the element of earth with its magnetic properties to pull towards it and stick to it anything that is still too heavy, any burdens that we're still carrying. And we can trust that the earth will transform this energy into a higher resonance frequency, maybe something akin to a seed sprouting new life. Now, sometimes our thoughts can take us away on these wild rides, kidnap us off on tangents somewhere. And that happens all the time to all of us. Just as soon as you realize it, gently bring yourself back to the present moment and what we're doing, back to your breath. And if we just do this continuously, gently bringing ourselves back, eventually we'll find that we're not prone to be taken away as easily anymore. And we get to spend more time in this beautiful, generous present moment. Now let's take the journey from our head space down to our chest cavity where our heart resides. Let's use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. I'd like you to experience this journey viscerally. So feel the smooth grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. And feel the buoyancy, the lightness as you're gliding down the staircase. And when you arrive on the platform, I want you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it. Maybe a wall has been built. This is normal and natural. We all do this. We all develop protective measures for ourselves. What I'd like you to realize right now is that this is your heart. You have full access, VIP backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So I'd like you to envision now those locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open, Perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. And as you approach the door, it cracks open a bit. And brilliant beams of yellow golden light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. You see yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what you really are as well. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception right now, away from our physicality that we're used to, and experience our energy bodies or our light bodies. I'd like you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're kind of floating there, existing as a light cloud. It's very blissful. And everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this right now. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. It doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is total connection. And that's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with this flow right now. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't need to sacrifice anything to experience this. And there's no need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the things that you may experience when you first join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe, and they are also you. We're all one being, one consciousness, one light. We're all part of the same pie. Slightly different flavors we're bringing to the same pie. Now, this Nexus is a place of incredible power. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracles, and a wondrous capacity to create. And that's what we're going to take advantage of here. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention. Because we can. So go ahead now and envision the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having in all its glorious details. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I'd like you to fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body's balanced, your mental body's full of clarity, and your energetic body's filled and complete. And we trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. And anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do so, that is amply available. I'd like you to experience this vitality right now. What are you doing? How do you feel? I'm feeling really light, as if effervescent bubbles are just coursing through my entire being right now. My DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level, the quantum level. Everything realigning into its natural, perfect, healthy state of balance. It's very invigorating. And now that you're experiencing this vitality, I'd like you to extend it to include your friends and family. Witness the expressions of relief and wonderment on their faces too. And then stretch it out to include your community. And finally, the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive total, vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. We are all healers. It's just a matter of focusing our intention and then sending the energy out. Why don't you try this right now? Focus your beams, your frequencies of healing towards somebody that you care about. Doesn't matter where in the world they are. And just see them be healed. And now let's talk about abundance. There is plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth or cooling if they need it. And there's plenty left over for comforts. So maybe we could travel around once in a while if we'd like. Most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions or our dreams in life. Each of us, we're seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. And not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, each of us have an innate need and a desire to contribute. And so when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, don't worry. That's okay. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it. And allow that to beckon into our conscious awareness, that information. So let's go ahead and generate feelings of wholeness, completeness that we felt in our lives before. Or perhaps that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of your day, being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning, excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. Now we just did this for the entire world. So what does that look like now? I see all the amazing imaginations and intellects pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we're living on a planet free of pollution. We're living in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? And look at us exploring our limitless potential together. Inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And I want you to see this as already happened. It is done. So say we all. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadows and over the bumps. But tonight, let's celebrate this wonderful existence together in song, in music, in laughter, in playing, in dancing. I can see us all at a huge outdoor music festival, rejoicing. I'm sensing all the relationships healing, love being transmitted and received. I'm walking down the street in my reality, seeing all the smiles on strangers' faces as I pass by, watching the lights behind their eyes. It's really magnificent. And let's intend one more thing while we're here together. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody is feeling connected. Something wonderful happens when we remember, excuse me, when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden then the heavier, lower energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment. It all falls away and we naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. What a relief, what joy. Even the systems that may govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the worry, tension, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders into the atmosphere above us, transforming into the higher resonance frequencies that are more in alignment with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion. I'm sensing all the connections clearing, cleansing, opening up, communication flowing. The atmosphere is just so smooth. It's so easy just to be. It's so easy just to be. And now, wherever you are in your beautiful reality, whether you're out having a picnic with your family, marveling at their glowing faces, seeing your children and grandchildren thrive, you're out for a walk with the dog in the forest, enjoying the serenity, you're having a laugh with your buddies out on the pickleball court, or maybe you're creating something new in the kitchen or at work. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I want you to just stop in your shoes right now in your reality and look at all the beauty that surrounds you. All the natural beauty, all the man-made beauty, and just drink it in. Feel this unconditional love energy that surrounds and supports us at all times. And receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality that you've just created. And now I'd just like to connect with a little gratitude before we finish. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this amazing life. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all these beauties. Thank you for my emotions guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, and back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with love and light, healing, energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I'd like you to take your entire beautiful reality that you've just created and build it up as an energy ball in your center right now, in the heart space, the solar plexus, the Dantian area. Build it up as a big energy ball, make it crackle with life, and then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt. The fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And we're going to take a large breath in. We're going to build up that energy. And then when we exhale, we're going to release and share it with the world. Here we go. Build up that energy and send it out. Exhale completely. Give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with light and love and healing and energy. Good job. You can feel all the concentric rings of energy encircling the globe, causing all the other like energies to light up in response, blanketing the world in this beautiful frequency of love and peace and prosperity. Okay, now we can wiggle our fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our bodies proper now. Maybe you shift your limbs around a little bit too. Really come back in. And when you feel you're ready to come back into the room or your space, open your eyes and just notice how you're feeling right now. Know that you can come back to this state of being at any point of your choosing with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do this practice, so that we can call this up on demand in a moment's notice, anytime, all the time. Eventually, we won't have to put any effort into it anymore. We just become walking, talking, natural transmitters of this high frequency energy that's more in tune with who we truly are, creating the reality of our choosing all around us, because we are this powerful. And so much more so when we put our intentions together in this way. So exponentially, by magnitudes, actually. So thank you. Thank you for joining me in these intentions. Whether it's live or recorded, it all works. It's all good. So have fun with this, play with this, try this single conscious breath of intention throughout your coming days and weeks. Anytime you get a spare couple of seconds, when you're brushing your teeth, when you're cooking dinner, when you're standing in line, when you're just going to sleep before bed, or when you're going to bed before sleep. And just notice what kind of shifts are happening for you in the next couple of weeks as you practice this. So I'll leave you with that, and we'll see you again for tomorrow's intention. Good night.